Hello, this is Ophir Levy with Westwood Realty and Investments, giving you an update for December 2011 for the Phoenix real estate market, specifically for real estate investors. We have some excellent news in our market. First of all, Phoenix is actually under the current average of foreclosure. So our state basically is below the national average when it comes to real estate foreclosures, which is big considering that real estate has always been at least thus far until now, has been one of the hardest hit markets with the highest pending foreclosures. To drop under the natural average is something that's also very reassuring. Another great stat that recently came out shows that Phoenix actually has the largest drop in delinquent home loans in the entire U.S. Out of all 50 states, Phoenix has shown the biggest improvement in delinquent loans, the biggest drop. That is a very key indicator. It's a leading indicator. It's basically where all foreclosures start, where all distressed properties start, whether they go through a loan modification, short sale, or end up being an REO foreclosed property. Everything starts with a borrower being delinquent. So to see that down is also very good. Prices throughout 2011 have been very steady, basically flat on average of about $80 a square foot. Rental prices have actually been increasing, which is pretty nice. It's up to about 74 cents a square foot on average, and it's been increasing for the last 3 years. Some more promising news shows that every month in 2011, supply of not only bank-owned homes, but also of short sales has decreased. So January through December of 2011, every single month we've seen a drop. We've also seen a drop in overall supply, which to me indicates that many homeowners are starting to see that the market is starting to form a bottom and are deciding to hold on to their property in hopes of some future appreciation. We've had some very easy times renting out the investment properties that our clients have been purchasing. So long as you buy a nice property in a good area that's not too far out, and then you've priced it within the market, you should see a tenant very quickly. In fact, the average to rent a home on the MLS right now is 46 days. My management company is averaging about 29 days. And so we've been very happy, as well as all of our clients have been very satisfied as well. Phoenix is basically starting to show signs of life. We were a state that was hardest hit by the foreclosures, along with some of the others like California, Nevada, and Florida. One of the key between Arizona, I should say, and Florida, for example, is Arizona is a non-judicial foreclosure state. This means that in order to foreclose on a property, court is not involved. There's no judge involved, so it's a much more expedient process. Average time to foreclose on a property in Arizona is about 163 days. Compare that to Florida, which is over 600 days, and you see the difference. And that's playing out in many different ways. Firstly, the amount of foreclosure starts in judicial foreclosure states. Those are states that require a judge in order to foreclose. They're at all-time highs right now, and I'm speaking to you December of 2011. However, when you look at non-judicial foreclosure states, foreclosure filings are down, flat or down, and when you look at Arizona specifically, they're down 50%. Pending foreclosures are down 50% from this time last year. So we've got very low supply, we've got prices that are holding steady, and we've got an exorbitant demand for the market. There's many cash buyers out there wanting to take up these deals simply due to the fact that they're priced well below rebuild costs and construction costs. In fact, that's one of the issues that comes up very often when a client of ours purchases a property. We'll let them know in advance, hey, you're buying this property for $100,000. Be prepared that the insurance company is going to ask you to insure it for $150,000 because they simply cannot replace the property for $100,000, your acquisition cost. So all in all, things are looking very bright for the Phoenix real estate market. And I think now is an excellent time to purchase. Anytime throughout now, 2012 as well, should be ideal. We're seeing still an increase in population, and that's really key. You're going to need to have people moving into the state in order to absorb the current supply. This isn't a situation like, let's say, in Detroit, where you may consider possibly demolishing a home. Actually, in Arizona, the demand is there. The need for homes is there, and in fact, new home starts are actually up 15% over last month and have been up for the last 3 months consecutively. So we've got a lot of good stuff going on in Arizona real estate, especially on the investment side. The common dogma for the everyday man still is to rent, not to buy. We're basically playing musical chairs with homes right now. We've got a lot of owners, I should say previous homeowners, that have gone through a foreclosure that are now faced with very few options other than renting, which to investors, which we represent, is a very good sign because it'll show a demand for years to come. So when you have that strong demand that's going to be there for years because these people will be unable to get a new loan, and you'll also have, just the common dogma out there, the train of thought that real estate is not a good thing to buy. This is an excellent time for investors to get involved. In fact, we've seen many private equity funds get involved. I can think of one off the top of my head that invested over $50 million buying single-family homes in the Phoenix market just in 2011, and their plans are to buy even more. So they're quietly purchasing as much property as they possibly can, and this is basically the smart money getting involved. If you wait for the good news to come out vis-a-vis the regular news channels, it's going to be too late. You really can't see a bottom until after you've passed it. All we do here is we provide our investors with some leading indicators, some pretty key information that's not out there, and that kind of helps our investors get ahead of the curve. So we really feel like 2012 is going to be one of the best years to acquire real estate in the last 50 to 60 years. We've basically erased 12 to 13 years worth of appreciation in wealth, and given today's current interest rates, along with the purchase price to rental rate ratio, this is an extremely ideal situation for everyone to get involved and purchase some properties. So if you'd like to find out more about the real estate market in Phoenix, please don't hesitate to contact myself. You can find us online at www.westwoodre.com. That's Westwood, RE for real estate.com. You can always feel free to call us at the office as well, area code 480-270-8273, or feel free to send me an email directly, which is Ofir, my first name spelled O-F-I-R, at westwoodre.com. That's O-F-I-R at WESTWOODRE.com. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.